So, hi Flosstube friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. It's been a little bit since I have posted a video and I wanted to apologize for that. I've just been kind of busy and just haven't really felt in the video making mood. I do have some new patterns to share with you guys that I picked up. I had ordered some patterns through my local cross stitch store, Cross My Heart, here in Columbus, Ohio, and my patterns came in a couple weeks ago. And I went to the Wednesday night stitch group, I believe it was last week, with my friend Vicky in tow, and I picked up my patterns. Luckily for me, one of my works in progress that I have lost the pattern for came in, so I was able to bring out my work in progress. Don't mind me. Anyway, so I don't know if you guys remember seeing this. This is a piece of Ann cloth that I had started this, I guess it would be like I don't know, a table cover, a square table cover, but I had started this several years ago, and I think I had posted, or I had indicated that I had lost the pattern for this somehow. And when I started going to the Wednesday night stitch group at Cross My Heart, I had looked through their catalogs because they had some of these patterns still in stock. And I'd purchased this pattern, it's probably been 10 years ago or so, and I didn't see it out on the shelves. So they let me look through their catalog and I happened to find it. So I ordered it and it came in. So please excuse the messed up on the printing on this pattern. It was sitting on top of my laptop and one of my cats had been sitting on it while we were at work and had a little tummy upset and ended up having a little tummy upset on top of the stuff on my top of my laptop. So I had to kind of clean off the pattern as best I could, and it kind of messed up some of the printing. But anyway, so the pattern that I ordered was from Dutch Treat Designs. It's designed by Claudia Dutcher, and it's called the Pumpkin Table Topper. So here's the pattern, Pumpkin Table Topper by Dutch Treat Designs. You can see this is kind of where my cat's upset tummy tagged it a little bit. So I cleaned it off as best I could. And so this is kind of what I had, how much I had started on this was basically just one of the corners. When I got the pattern for it, I still had some of this little green border in here left to do. So I finished up that the night I got it at the stitch store and brought the pattern home. And I also started the green in one of the pumpkin tops. You can see the little green pumpkin top here. So the pumpkin goes in the middle. I'll show you. This is one side. So like the pumpkin, one of the pumpkins is going in this square here. So this would be the top of the pumpkin. You can see I had the border going part of the way around. I'm kind of actually looking forward to this. This is one of the few fall things that I'm going to have in my collection once it's done. So this is probably going to be one of those traveling projects that travel with me. I very loosely put it in a Q-snap because I don't want to distort the Ann cloth too much. And when I originally first started this, I was working it in hand. Well, I found that I don't really like working things in hand anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and probably just put this loosely in a Q-snap so I get a little bit of tension, and I'm probably going to use the sewing method for this. Anyway, I'm going to move my light and turn it on, so the lighting's going to change a little bit. Oh, and there's my thread, my working thread. Must not have been attached very well. Go ahead and get that attached. Then move my light. Flip it around. Sorry for the reach. Flip my light around. Turn my light on. There you go. There you go. As you can see, I redid my hair. My hair is more purple now. I did it on Sunday. I really like this color. It's been this color for a year and a half now, and work hasn't said a thing, so it's going to continue to stay purple. Wow, my computer really needs to be cleaned. But anyway, so this is the pattern that I lost, and I finally have it again. So now I can make, hopefully sometime in the next month or two, make this whip a finished object. Maybe not an FFO, but anyway, so there's that. Put this back in my project bag. Oh, and this pattern actually calls for pearl cotton. So there's a lot of pearl cottons in here. We have like the watercolors, 2 skeins of the watercolors. It's DMC pearl cotton. DMC pearl cottons. There's the dark green. So yeah, that's what I got so far for this. So while I was looking through the catalog at my local needlework shop again for Dutch Treat Designs, I kind of fell in love with another pattern of theirs called Flamingo Paradise. This is really cute. I asked the needlework shop to order me that pink and cloth if the company still made it. I don't think they do, so I'm going to have to find some sort of equivalent things or see if I can locate and cloth. But this is the flamingo design that I picked up. I thought it was just really cute with the palm tree and the flamingos. So this is the Flamingo Paradise Tabletopper by Dutch Treat Designs. I may stitch this, I may not. This one also calls for pearl cotton and watercolors, Kryneck, number 8 fine braid, and cloth from Zweigart. I'm gonna have to look up Zweigart's and cloth to see if I can even still get some. I don't know if I can or not, but yep, those are the 2 patterns from them. So again, when I ordered those 2 patterns, I actually I've been kind of wanting a chatelaine design, and I've been looking online, and $40 for a pattern that doesn't include fabric or floss or anything like that kind of has me doing a little bit of a gut check. And I have a cat that's trying to climb up here. Well, come on up here. Come on. Come on, Harvey. My Two-Face, orange, and come here. She's looking at me across the little table over there. Anyway, so I've been looking at the chatelaine designs, and they're a little pricey. And if I'm going to order the chatelaine design, I'm going to probably order the kit to get all the floss to go with it. Because I've heard several floss tubers mention that the chatelaine kits are cheaper to buy them as the kit from the website than to order all the bits and pieces piecemeal from wherever you happen to get them from. As much as I'd like to get it from my local cross stitch store, I don't know. But the one that I really want, the Frosty Knot Garden, I'm really in love. I think that was a chatelaine design. The Frosty Knot Garden, that's the one I'm really after. The kit is like $280. I don't have $280, and my husband's just looking at me like hell, you're gonna buy that for $280. I'm like, yeah, I know. And that doesn't even include the pattern either. That's another $40. So I'm looking at like $320 just to get this stuff to do this pattern. So yeah, I'm just like, yeah, so much for that. But anyway, I found a couple of replacements from Glendon. Wow. So I had just probably talked for about an hour, not realizing that this whole thing cut off when I was getting ready to show you the Glendon Place patterns. And now I don't remember kind of what I was talking about. So, anyway, I'll just kind of go off. This is going to be a little shorter than I originally thought. So I'll go back to the Glendon Place patterns. So we have Glendon Place. This is the first one I got, Pumpkin Swirl. I don't have very many autumn themes in any of my pieces in my house. I don't have very many autumn themed anything. So I thought this would be really cool. Pumpkin swirl. First Glendon Place pattern. Second Glendon Place pattern that I purchased is tiramisu. I'm not a big fan of tiramisu as a dessert. I don't mind the coffee soaked cake, espresso soaked cake. My favorite dessert is red velvet cake, pecan pie. I'm not a big fan of chocolate cake in general. I'll eat it, but I really prefer white cake. I know I'm one of those weird people. I prefer white cake actually. Red velvet cake though. But I kind of have to be in the mood for red velvet cake. But anyway, here's tiramisu. This is another Glendon Place pattern that I thought was really nice. Now the Glendon Place pattern that I really wanted, I ended up ordering too. This is Fudgy Mint Mousse. I really like this one. Fudgy Mint Mousse by Glendon Place. I like this one a lot. So this is probably going to be a start for me in 2018 sometime once I get the fibers and the fabric for it. So I had seen, well, someone on Stitch Mania had posted that they had found an Etsy shop and they had ordered this pattern and stitched it up. This is really bad. Sorry about that, guys. They had stitched up this pattern by this designer on Etsy. And I thought the pattern was really nice, so I went to the Etsy store and I fell in love with this one pattern. The Etsy company, I put their links down at the bottom, but the Etsy company or the Etsy designer is Stitchrovia, and they have this pattern on their Etsy shop called Let It Snow. I ended up buying the Let It Snow pattern that night because I really liked it. So as you know, I have that lady painting parasol fin designs kit that I thought I had the fabric for. Well, it turns out the fabric's not big enough. The fabric that I had isn't big enough. But anyway, this Let It Snow piece was stitched on a light blue Aida. So I was like, well, I have the fabric for that if I get it tonight. Oh, look, I have the threads for that because it's in DMC. I can start one tonight. So that's what I did. I ended up purchasing the pattern and starting it. I cut a piece out of that blue even weave that I had that wouldn't fit the parasol piece, and I started. But I have a little bit of a rant. Now, if you don't want to listen to me, kind of, pause, stop and start until you get through my rant. But as I started stitching on it that night, I almost got to a point where I needed to figure out the edges, because I started in the middle at the top. I needed to figure out the border edges for the piece. And I realized that the pattern is charted wrong. To me, the pattern is charted wrong. It's 16 stitches on one side of the middle motif, 15 stitches on the other side of the middle motif. That's the top. Then it goes down. You take the B5200, you go down the sides. And there's two little snowflake motifs, the similar, mirrored on each side in the corner. This one is right. This one, if you're looking at the piece, this one is right. This one is in 2 stitches compared to this one. My little OCD-ness, I guess I have OCD, is telling me it's wrong. If I stitch it the way it's charted, it's going to be wrong. My piece is going to be wrong. It's going to look off, and I'm always going to see it if I look at the piece finished hanging up somewhere. Do I fix it? How do I fix it? Do I tell the designer? I'm not going to tell the designer. I'm just going to change it, make it mine, because I know other people have stitched it. And the pictures that I've seen of other people stitching, they stitched it as charted. Everybody has the right to do that. I'm going to change it because I know if I don't, it's going to bug the crap out of me. So I'm going to change it, readjust a few things, put things where I think they should be, and enjoy it. So that's my little rant. My original rant was longer, but it never got recorded. So anyway, yes, I will show it to you. So here is what I got started so far. This is the border. This side over here, this side over here is the side that's 16 stitches. This side over here, 15 stitches. This side is 16 because this is the side I finished. This side over here is 15 stitches. So I have to extend this out. I have to extend this out. I'm going to have to adjust some of the stuff in the middle here because there's a little scene of a skating pond and some buildings and some trees. So I'm going to have to adjust the middle picture on this side to accommodate for the extra stitch. And then the motif that's down here in the corner, the little snowflake motif that would be down here in this corner, is in 2 stitches or 1 stitch. Anyway, it's in 1 or 2 stitches compared to the way the same mirrored motif is on this side. So I'm going to have to fix this corner when I get there too. I like the piece. It's cute. The designer stuff is really cute. At this point, I really want to get a few more of the designs from this Etsy seller, but I'm a little hesitant right now because I'm not sure if the errors on this pattern are going to make me not really want to bother checking the other ones, if that makes sense. But a couple of the other ones I'm looking at, I don't think are symmetrical like this. I think this one should be. So maybe it won't be a problem, but I'm gonna change it. So this is Stitchrovia Let It Snow. I'm gonna adjust the pattern. I can't show you the pattern because the picture of the pattern is the pattern, so I can't show you. But I can put the link to the Etsy shop and the pattern down below. So hopefully, if you like it, you'll buy it and stitch it. This is one night. This is maybe about an hour and a half worth of stitching for me. So yeah, you can see here. You can see my light blue grid marks where I was checking the gridding for the other pattern. Decided not to use this blue fabric for it because it wasn't big enough. And I also serged my edges using my basic sewing machine. So my edges of my fabric are serged. I'm kind of playing with that. I actually kind of like that. And I found it's actually fairly quick to serge the edge of the fabric. But yeah, so that is my new start. I have a new start. My husband and some of my friends are like, no new starts. I have a new start. I have a new start. And it felt good to kind of start. So I have a new start. So I picked out, sorry. Oh, it feels so good. I'm just massaging my scalp a little bit. So, I put my Santa of the Forest away. I don't know what the heck that was. That was weird. So I put my Santa of the Forest away. I got most of the metallics on the bottom half done, where the animals and everything are. And I took it off the scroll frame because I'm going to use a Q-snap going forward when I start working on his beard, all that white, and his face, which I'm going to do 2/1 half cross stitch. And when I get started and ready to work on that, I will show you my progress. But I put that away. And I wanted to kind of work on something, another work in progress of mine that was kind of winter themed. Oh, excuse me for a minute. Oh, this is Kroger brand Real Sugar Soda. This is called the Physicist. This is the Kroger brand Dr. Pepper Real Sugar Soda. I've been finding I really like the Kroger Real Sugar Sodas because they taste a little better than just regular soda that isn't cane sugar. This is real sugar. These come in 8 packs versus 12 packs, but I like these the best. The cola is probably the best. I like the Physicist. Their birch beer is really good. Ginger ale is pretty good. Their cream soda's okay. Yeah, but I mean, I like some of these other flavors better. Birch beer is probably my favorite of this line of sodas, but this is kind of what I drink for soda. I don't do diet because the aftertaste is really nasty to me, and I'm not really big on the artificial sweeteners they use in diet anything. So it leaves really bad aftertaste, and I don't really feel particularly well drinking it anyway. So if I'm going to drink soda, I'm going to drink real soda. So this is the Physicist. This is the Kroger knockoff to Dr. Pepper. Real sugar Dr. Pepper. Excuse me. Anyway, so I went through my bin of whips to see what kind of winter theme I could pull out. And I was originally going to pull out the holiday gathering one. That's the Thomas Kincaid scene where with the house and the people on the patio that you probably remember me showing. I was going to pull that one out to work on it because I was, for some reason, I had that in my head that pattern was the Stone Hearth Hutch pattern from Thomas Kincaid that I also have in my stash. And it isn't. I think that one's called Holiday Moments or Holiday Gathering or something. So I kind of dug around a little bit, and I was like, oh, here's Stone Hearth Hutch. I have a lot less done on it. So it was in a magazine. And do I have it here? So I dug it out. Yes, I have it. But I gotta dig it out. So this pattern was in a magazine. It was in, where is the cover? It was in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. It's this one here, Just Cross Stitch. This is from December 1998. I don't even know if you can get this. This is my all-time most favorite Thomas Kincaid painting ever. And so I have the pattern. So I had started this. I don't know when I started. I didn't mark it. I don't think I marked it. No, I didn't. So I dug this out of my stash because I was trying to figure out, you know, how I could get it going. I don't have much done on it. This is what I had done on it until I pulled it back out of my stash. This little bit here. There's some little shinies. I don't know if you can see the shinies. There's some blending filament in there. I don't know if you can even get that. I don't know. But that's what I have done. That is, if you're looking at the pattern, that is some of this yellow stuff here in the path leading up to the house. So basically I have a little bit of stuff done down here. So I dug this out, put this on Q snaps. This is what I'm probably going to be working on through the winter. I'm probably taking this to my in-laws' house at Christmas. Definitely the weekend that we go to visit, I'm taking this with me. This is going to be my stitching project for the winter for now, because I'd like to get at least up to the house done, some of the background, stuff like that. So this is Stone Hearth Hutch. This is my next one currently in line to work. Besides the Let It Snow that I have going. So these are going to be the two that I stitch on in the next few months, maybe. My husband's been asking me what I want for Christmas. I don't know what to tell him. There's a stitch along coming up. I think it's by Lakeside. I want to say it's Lakeside Needle Arts or something like that. There's a stitch along coming up starting in January. It's something about a street scene, some sort of mystery street scene. What I may do is just tell him, buy me the pattern, buy me the PDF files for that and the 32 count linen that they're offering with it as part of their kit. Don't get me the floss. I have plenty of the floss. I've asked for the new set of DMC 35 colors for Christmas. So if I don't get that for Christmas, I'm going to go shopping after Christmas and get it. Because I need to add it. I need to add it to my stash. But I may have him get me that stitch along for Christmas. I don't know what else. One of the other things that a lot of people are doing now, are getting into a new trend, is diamond painting. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but some of the people that do Heaven and Earth Designs have been doing diamond painting. It's where they take like cross stitch. It's basically like doing cross stitch, but instead of using floss and fabric, you're using a canvas that has sticky stuff on it and little resin beads, and you're putting little resin beads where the stitches would go. Apparently the resin beads come in the same DMC floss colors. They have the 470 some resin colors very closely match the DMC. So you can take any cross stitch piece, order a piece of the sticky canvas in whatever size you need. It's gridded for you in 10 by 10 squares. And you can take any cross stitch piece and turn it into a diamond painting. It's quicker than stitching. It's another thing, another kind of hobby. Quite a few people do the crossover, either go one way or the other, or do both. I'm going to do both. I broke down and ordered 2 kits that I haven't seen cross-stitch patterns before in. I haven't seen cross-stitch patterns in before. And so I'm going to give my shot at that. So if I get them before Christmas, my husband's going to put them under the tree for me. And that's going to be something I'm going to try in January. Or maybe I might pull it out during Christmas at my in-laws' house. I don't know yet. I don't know. So I have 2 diamond painting patterns coming. If I like it, I'll stick with it. If I don't, no harm, no foul. I'll have two interesting pieces to hang up once I'm done with them. So yeah, when I get those, I will post. So I don't have a whole lot more going on. This next week with Thanksgiving is going to be busy for me. We're spending Thanksgiving at a friend's house here in town, and we've been sharing Thanksgiving with them for 20 years. Good 20 years. 22 years, something like that. Used to be, before their now 19-year-old daughter was born, we'd swap back and forth. One year it would be at their house, one year it would be at our house and everything. But once they got pregnant, had the baby, we started going over to their house so they wouldn't have to pack stuff up to keep their daughter entertained over at our house. So it was just easier to go over to their house. So we've been going over there. And yes, we're the type of people that we actually do a little bit of shopping on Thanksgiving. For the last 5 or 6 years, it has been a little tradition for my husband and I only to, there's a Target on the way home from our friend's house that we spend Thanksgiving at. And it has been our tradition since this Target opened up about probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, to stop there on Thursday night, to get out of the car, to get up, to get walking around, to get something to drink, just for something to do, so we don't have to just go home and sit at home and be like, It gets us out of the house, it gets us shopping. So we do a little doorbuster shopping on Thursday night, but we only go to Target. And since they open the Michaels at the same shopping center, we go into Michaels too, because they're open. We don't go in there because we're looking for anything in particular. We go in there looking to see what they have. And if something catches our fancy, we might buy it. And we like this Target because the first Thanksgiving that they were open was the first Thanksgiving that they had the hours. I think they were open from 9 to midnight or something. It was very short. This year I think they're opening from 6 to midnight. But the first year they were open, it was only 9 to midnight. So we showed up at like 9:15. We were expecting like throngs of people, like lines, down through the shopping center. No, we got in line. We were about the 30 or 40th people in line. And it took us 10 minutes to get into the store. We walked around for about an hour and 15 minutes. Got in line with a couple of things that we really didn't necessarily need, but we just thought would be cool to have. And we were out of the store 20 minutes later. So we were in and out of that store in less than 2 hours on Thursday night. And we're like, that's really slick. They have this down to a science. So we've been going every year. It's just something fun for us to do on Thanksgiving. We don't need anything. We're just going in there to see what the heck they have. And if we find something, great. If we don't, great. It's just something fun to do. And then, so usually after that, you know, assuming that we get out of Target by 11 o'clock, we'll go wander over to Michael's. See what Michael's has. Same thing. We find something, great. We don't find anything, great. But we had fun for an hour. Just wandering around, getting a little exercise, getting out of the house. And then we just head home. Usually my husband works. This year, thank God, I have Friday off. So my plan is, once my husband gets up and gets ready for work, I take him to work, and I have a day to stitch. I'm not planning on doing any major Black Friday shopping. It's just not my thing. I did it once or twice. It's not worth it to me. Too many people, too many crazies. It's just, you know, other than going out for lunch, I'm not going to do it. Years past, I've also had to work. So, you know, hey. But this next Friday, day after Thanksgiving, I do not have to work. So I'm planning on staying in some comfy clothes, probably pajamas, my slippers, staying home, watching TV, doing a whole lot of nothing, and stitching. Hopefully. Now, our board game group also has the After Turkey Day big board game event where they start playing games Friday morning and they go until Saturday night, late, 3-4 in the morning on Sunday. I don't think I'm going to go to that while Dylan's at work. I could go play games with friends. I know that a bunch of my friends will be there, but I just don't know that I really want to go play. We may go Friday night, but I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. We may go find a wine tasting Friday night. That would be kind of fun. Crazy, though. But that might be kind of fun. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just going to cut this short, though. This next week's going to be kind of busy and kind of not busy all at the same time. We've got a car repair that we may need to do. I think our starter's going. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot going on. I'm working out with a roller derby friend of mine. They are starting a personal training business, so I've been working out with them for about the last month, and that's been a lot of fun. I'm going to continue for the next couple of months, just to get some exercise, you know, start working on my core, maybe kind of trick my body into losing some weight, because I kind of need to do that. But anyway, so I'm also in a little Christmas play with a theater group at church. Our performance is Saturday, December 9th. If any of you local people are interested, I can post the information down below when I know it. I'll put the Etsy shop for Stitchrovia down below. And whatever else I think about adding. We're going to go to West Virginia probably the first weekend in December, and then not again until Christmas. I may not post a video this week. It kind of depends on how I feel, kind of depends on what happens, kind of depends on what I buy. If those diamond painting kits come in, because they're probably going under the tree for me, from my husband, you won't see those probably until Christmas. I may have to open the packages, though, and check the inventory, because I've heard that some people are missing colors and stuff, so I might have to do that before they go under the tree, but I won't be showing those to you until Christmas, so, or until after Christmas, but I may or may not post a video this next week. It just really kind of depends on how I feel. I think I'm on an every other week thing now. I don't know. I'm going to try and go back to every week, every couple of days, doing little snippets here and there when I get to feeling it, but yeah, so I think I'm looking at about 35 to 45 minutes now for the two videos once I put them together. But if I don't post, I hope all of you in the United States have a happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday shopping, Happy Small Business Saturday shopping. Happy Cyber Monday shopping. I hope you get all the stuff. I hope you buy all the stuff. I hope you win all the stuff. I hope you stitch all the stuff. I hope you buy all the floss, buy all the patterns, eat all the turkeys, and all the mashed potatoes, and all the casseroles, and all the desserts, and pies, and cakes, and yummy stuff for Thanksgiving. I hope you drink all the coffee. I hope you drink all the drinks. I just hope you have all the fun. And happy Thanksgiving to all, seriously. Looking forward to it this year. It's coming up really quick. The end of the year is going to be here before you know it. And I just really hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving and enjoys their week. And I will see you guys soon. And happy stitching, happy all that, happy Thanksgiving, happy fall, y'all. It's turning colder here in Ohio. They're saying that we could get some snow over the weekend. Not a whole lot, but they're saying we could have snowflakes over the weekend again. So, yeah, I think winter's upon us, starting to hit home. Anyway, that's all I got for you for now. I'll catch you soon, I hope. And I wanted to say really quick, though, I wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you very much. My subscriptions have gone well beyond anything I could have imagined. As I said earlier, I'm probably going to be doing some sort of giveaway sometime after Thanksgiving. I don't know if it'll be before Christmas at this point, but it might be. I also wanted to say the lady that I owe the Ada fabric to, I still have it. I haven't forgotten you. I still need to get it in the mail. I apologize, but there was a couple other things I wanted to include in that. I just need to get everything together, get to the post office and do that and mail it out to you. I still have your address. Everything's cool. I just haven't gotten it there yet. That is going to be my goal. If I haven't done it by Friday, I will get it out to you Black Friday. You may not get it for a week or two. I'll get it out to you Black Friday if I haven't already shipped it. That is my goal on Friday. I will go to the post office and get it in the mail to you. It's coming. I haven't forgot. But thank you to all my subscribers. Tell me what you like. Tell me anything you want to talk about. I don't know what else to say. There's lots of cool things coming up. I may mention, I don't know, new video games, new whatever. My husband and I want to get a Switch, a Nintendo Switch. I've been playing Animal Crossing on the Android phone because there's a new Animal Crossing program. I've been doing that. Pokemon Go, Ingress, if you know anything, geocaching, anything like that. If you want to post about it, great. Roller derby. If you know somebody doing roller derby, great. Anything like that. Anything that you want to talk about that may not be cross stitching related, great. Let me know. I'm a big fan of Diana Gabaldon books, and it's Gabaldon, the Outlander series. Gabaldon rhymes with stone. Remember that. Gabaldon rhymes with stone, and you'll know how to say her name. Diana Gabaldon. I really like her books. Really like the movies. I still have to catch up. And I've been finally caught up on Survivor. Survivor started a few weeks back, and I missed it. I'm finally catching up on Survivor. It's one of my reality shows that I really like to watch. And I'm more religious about watching than anything else, is Survivor. I've been really impressed with the changes that they made, especially with the immunity idols and stuff. That's been pretty impressive with me, to me. But I haven't really picked a favorite yet, who I want to win. But go Survivor. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. So anyway, I'll make it short. It's just over 30 minutes on this one, with the other 9-minute or so video before this. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope to see you soon. Hope you buy all the things. Hope you stitch all the things. Hope you eat all the foods. Hope you drink all the drinks. Hope you watch all the shows. We're gonna watch the dog show on Thursday. That's a kind of a big kind of tradition of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and the dog show I'll have the parade on before we go to our friend's house, and they'll probably have the dog show when we get over there. Lunches, we're going over to their house around noon. Lunches of 1 or 2 ish, and then we eat, and then we, like, you know, fall half asleep on the couch watching whatever, playing whatever. We play board games, we do all kinds of stuff. Hope you guys all have fun with family. Hope you guys all have fun with friends. If you're staying at home, please don't be depressed. There's other people out there that have nobody to share it with. Just know that you're in people's hearts, and that we care about you, and that we all love you. We love each other. This is a great world we live in. It's a great country, USA. We have our problems, especially with the current leadership our country has. But I'm not going to go there because, well, yeah, that's a whole nother rant in itself. Yeah, happy. Just be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Like Bobby McFerrin, I think is how you say his. Bobby McFerrin, don't worry, be happy. Right? I don't know. Don't worry, be happy. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.